Had experience over the weekend at IKEA, Sweden company.
Yeah.
But I now appreciate Sweden a lot more because of the story I'm about to talk about.
Can't wait.
ABBA, of course, from Sweden. If you didn't understand that, but that's has nothing to do with dancing.
Kind of connected the dots on that,
right? See if you can figure that out.
Yeah.
I know the young kids did know that ABBA.
They have no clue who ABBA is.
Yeah. But I have a story that is borderline for on air. So when we have a story, it is a story for adults. So it's a story that is, you can Google it yourself, and it's not going to be on some porn site or crap like that. It'll be on SportsCenter here sooner than later. I'm just ahead of it. I found it before anybody else. So I'm going to play our disclaimer.
Yeah.
So this is for parents. If you're picking up your kids right now, you're waiting in line to pick up your kids from school. Just sorry you're going to miss the story. You're going to have to maybe go to the iHeartRadio app later, or we'll tweet it out. How about that? We'll tweet this story out. Okay, Jax will get that out. So with that being said, I'm going to play the disclaimer, and then I'm going to tell the story. So again, I'm going to say it again. If you got kids in the school and in the car with you, this is not appropriate.
The views and opinions expressed by various hosts, guests, or callers with Rock and Minuch are not to be considered endorsed or reflect the opinions of the owners of Fox Sports 910, iHeartRadio, or anyone that's even associated with this radio station in any way possible. Rock and Minuch broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment, in the hope that they'll be entertaining to the audience. Listeners are urged to use their own judgment to draw their own conclusions. Ownership of this radio station does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information aired on Rock and Minuch. All information, products, and services are provided solely for entertainment and enjoyment. Finally, we encourage the importance of keeping an open mind and not construing the stories, facts, or services as factual. In other words, Rock and Minuch wants you to relax and enjoy the ride.
Well, very appropriate from what the guy just said. In a recent poll, 25% of Americans said they're not a fan of sports in general. But that probably depends on how you define sports.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Sweden has become the first country to register sex as a sport. And later this week, they'll host the first ever European sex championship.
What?
Now, it's a lot more structured than you guys think.
Okay.
Can imagine. It's being organized by the Swedish Sex Federation.
Okay.
And it's open to anyone from any European country.
I'm going to be off now for a couple of days.
Yeah, literally. I don't think you would do well in this one.
Oh, okay.
Now, this year's competitors have already been chosen.
Oh.
There's 20 representatives from different European countries that will take part of it. And the championship is going to last for a few weeks, with daily competitions lasting 6 hours. Now, each individual participant will engage for up to 1 hour daily, depending on,
Sure.
And according to the organizers, the focus of sex as a sport is on maximizing the pleasure. So the more pleasure your partner experiences, the more points you get. So you're going to be judged on creativity, strong emotions, imagination, physical fitness, endurance, and workability.
And is the sponsor Viagra by any chance?
The final scores will be determined from a panel of judges, as well as the audience gets to vote. Now, it's unclear how do you qualify to be part of the audience, but there are some challenges that I cannot say on the air that are part of these 16 disciplines that are part of this. But
do they need a play-by-play announcer?
Yes.
I'm available.
But there's like poise performance, creativity in certain positions, increased blood pressure, heart rate during the competition. So stay tuned on this one and see if it gets to the United States.
I wonder if this was like American Idol and they went around and auditioned people for this show. You get a chance to come compete in our national debut of
Is there a name for it? Is it just they're going to do sex as a athletic event?
Yes,
that's it.
Sex is the sport.
That's it.
It's like basketball.
Oh, wow.
Sex.
Okay.
So, what are you going to school for? Sex.
Sex.
Yes. I want to be a professional sex. Professional sex player.
Let's see if the minor leagues look for that sex league for crying out loud.
I'm anxious to see more on this one.
I hope nobody blocks my shot.
So it'll be a good one. Anyway, so there's that story.
Thank you for that, Rock.
Yes, I thought you like that.
Appreciate that.
Now we're going to go out to Pittsburgh, and there is a host named Crowley on the Fan out there in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing a show when a guy called in, Pat called in, who ended up being the head coach of the Pittsburgh
Pat Narduzzi?
Panthers, yes, who does not like this Crowley kid or guy because he's a West Virginia guy. So we got 2 clips we're going to play because this is kind of cool. When you got a head coach